Someone told me this year that we're getting people unstuck, we're getting people healed, and the first thing that we need to heal is money issues. And let me tell you, when they say that, I had goosebumps. And this is because I realized that money is really not the root of all evil. It's the lack of what to do with it that is the root of all evil. It's the lack of how to use it, when to use it, how to multiply it, how to share it, that is the root of all evil. And if you watch the other video where I'm talking about my audacity, is that this has been that year of yes for me. I said yes, and many people said yes back. I said yes to my calling, and many people said yes back. And we're going to have a very brief series after this one about the 1% and what that feels like and how it places you to complete the 100%. And so as we talk about healing money issues, what is your view on this angle that if we healed our money issues, that we would be restored to a certain level of well-being or functionality? I think that money has a big role to play in it because it's a tool. I see money as a tool, and when used appropriately, in good measure, then it does serve its purpose. And that begs another question of how equipped are you? Despite this being my audacity year, one of the things I'm prioritizing next year to kickstart, and I've already begun that for myself, I hope you do as well, is really delve into that adult book club. Have that conversation about Think and Grow Rich. I've read that book about 6 times now, and I'm telling you, every read has tons and tons of takeaways. And this is because knowledge comes presented this way, and wisdom comes presented this way. You just go picking it out and sifting through it, and then discernment comes this way, where you just realize, my good Lord, I had never thought of it like that. I had never viewed it from that perspective. And then now you begin to actualize that. And all these things are being birthed because I practiced my ladder of positive intent. I promised myself end of last year that this will be that year for me when I will say yes, yes. And after saying yes, yes, I realized that I wasn't saying it necessarily for myself, but there were people who were waiting to echo my yes. There were families that were thirsty for my voice, my insight. And I thought, wow. So if you're out there and you're wondering, what will I do with myself? What will I do with this calling? Where will I take this gift that I believe I have to offer? You take it to the marketplace. I hope I have the guts and the audacity again to share this very cute video of me at my graduation a few weeks ago from a marketplace, sort of a class that I took in a church that I attended last year. And what came out for me is, first of all, I was graduating about a year later. And it didn't really matter to me because I know I had been through the process. And because of one situation or another that I couldn't avoid then, I had to wait. Short of it is, there was someone who was among the team, the ministry team. And in my heart, I was so drawn to how they were praying. And I coveted it in my heart. And I said, I said, I hope that's the person who gets to pray for me because I want to tap into that. And so as I was standing there having given my little speech and thank you, this gentleman walks up to me. And if you see me in that video, I just go like, yes. That is manifesting. That is being present. And they might never know what that meant for me, but that was an agreement that I had made with myself that morning, that I had commanded my day and everything was aligning. And after that, my day went so well. But why I'm sharing this is because that ladder of positive intent cannot get you where you need to go unless you start climbing, unless you even create it, unless you even map it out, unless you even place it against a very high wall. Who needs a ladder to climb 3 steps? Who needs a ladder to climb 1 step? Unless you're very old, and I would understand. But if you're energetic and you believe that this is your time, let's create your ladder of positive intent, and then let's place it against a high wall, and let's start climbing it together. I'll also share, with permission of course, because it's my story, I have the right, about believing in someone and pouring into someone nonetheless, notwithstanding the situation, notwithstanding the circumstance. And what I did was I was able to separate the bits and parts of Moriah. And I had to tell her, do not let the mommy you affect the business you. Do not let the child you affect the young adult you. And what that did for me is I've been able to allow all of me to sit unperturbed by the next version of me. Because when I was small, I didn't know I would be me. When I was a child, I didn't know I would be me. And so many times, because we are in the race of it, we're in the heat of the moment, we're in the push of the process, we forget to breathe. We forget to take in memories. One of the things I know I find so weird now is when I experience great moments, I no longer run for my camera. I no longer seek it out as if, it's the final and most urgent thing. No, I've learned to tell my mind, obviously after that tragic event that happened to me, that if this is valuable, my mind will not forget it. If this is as important as it is, my mind will not forget it. So back to that money conversation. I would like to encourage you, if you're having personal issues and you feel like they're in other areas that are not money related, why not check your money issue? Why not check your money factor and see, could it possibly be that this is the stone that has been unturned? That this is the one area that I need to look into and probably discover it. And I know there will be a very important thing happening tomorrow, and it's called Rewire Something About Your Money by Coach Jeff Israel Thiwa. And if you can, I'd like to encourage you to sign up. It's tomorrow and it's only 2,000, but I promise you, his perspective is everything. The way he looks at it is game-changing. It's mind-blowing. It's transformational. And so I continue to wish as well, as we roll over into the new year. And don't forget that just because you didn't know that you would be you doesn't mean that you're not valid. You're here, we celebrate you, we care, and we want to walk with you.